CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And the 49er first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry from Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They go play action. Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down now, it's Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run for it with Carson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Carson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 26-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Carson brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
And
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
47's the mark, boy. 47. 19.
Here's Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Wilson on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43
on the carry.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They run it with Carson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This is Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Trubisky taking a shot for Samuel, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Trubisky to throw again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
47 Mike.
On second down now, it's Carson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
On second down, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Taken down at the
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check out. Check me out. Check me out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Oh, yeah, pull.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Right there. 54 Mike. I got you, boy.
On second down, it's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Warner, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Draw play. This is Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that's good.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Penny on the counter, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Rashad Penny, the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that